Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Express. Today, we're focusing on a key conversation skill: how to express opinions and agree or disagree politely in English. Sharing your thoughts, responding to others, and doing it respectfully are all essential parts of effective communication, especially in discussions, work meetings, or even casual conversations with friends. In today's episode, we'll cover some practical phrases for sharing your opinion, ways to agree and disagree without sounding too harsh, and tips for making your views heard confidently and respectfully. So, if you're ready to take your conversational skills up a notch, let's dive in. Let's start with phrases you can use to express your opinion. It's common to say things like, "I think" or "in my opinion," but adding a variety of phrases can make you sound more fluent and natural. Here are some different ways to share your views. Simple phrases for expressing opinions. I believe that. In my opinion. I feel that. Personally, I think. Here are examples to make them more concrete. I believe that regular exercise is important for mental health. Personally, I think online learning can be just as effective as classroom learning. To sound a little more advanced, you can also try phrases like, as far as I'm concerned. From my perspective. If you ask me. It seems to me that. These can help you express your opinions confidently and give you a few different ways to start your sentences. Try using them next time you're sharing your view. Now, let's talk about how to agree with someone politely. This might seem simple, but sometimes just saying, "I agree," can feel too short. Let's add some variety and depth with phrases that show you're genuinely on the same page. Here are some options. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. That's a great point. I completely agree with you on that. You're right, and I'd add that. I'm with you on that. And to show strong agreement, try. I couldn't have said it better myself. You're spot on with that. These responses show active engagement and can even open up the conversation for you to add your own thoughts. For example, you could say, "That's a great point," and I'd add that it helps with focus too. Disagreeing can be tricky, especially if you want to be polite and respectful. Let's look at some useful phrases to disagree without sounding rude. Here are some ways to express disagreement gently. I see where you're coming from, but I think. I understand your point, but I feel. I see it a bit differently. I respect your opinion, though I have a slightly different view. For example. I understand your point, but I feel that more hands-on practice is necessary for learning. And if you want to sound especially polite, you could try. While I understand that perspective, my experience has been different. I respect that opinion, but I'd suggest. That's an interesting point, though I have a different take. These phrases help soften your disagreement, making it clear that you respect the other person's view. Practice adding a polite phrase before stating your own opinion. It'll make your response feel thoughtful and respectful. Now, let's go over some quick tips for feeling confident when sharing your opinions and responding to others. Tip 1: Pause before speaking. Taking a moment to think before you speak helps you organize your thoughts and feel more confident. This can also show others that you're taking their opinions seriously before sharing your own. Tip 2: Use positive body language. Nod, smile, and keep an open posture. Even if you disagree, using positive body language can make the conversation feel friendlier. Tip 3: Acknowledge others' views. When you acknowledge others' views before sharing your own, it shows respect. Saying, "I can see your point," before you disagree can make your response feel balanced and polite. Tip 4: Practice active listening. Listen carefully to what the other person says, and even use their words in your response. This shows you're engaged and makes your responses more relevant. Using these tips will help you express yourself with clarity and respect, whether you're agreeing or sharing a different opinion. Alright, it's time for some practice. I'll share a few scenarios, and you can practice responding with an opinion, agreement, or disagreement. I'll give an example response, and you can repeat after me or come up with your own. Scenario 1. Statement: I think studying alone is better than studying in groups. Example response: personally, I think studying in groups can help, but I understand that some people work better alone. Scenario 2. Statement: online shopping is much more convenient than going to stores. Example response: absolutely, I couldn't agree more. It saves time and is very convenient. Scenario 3. Statement: I think people should take breaks every hour while working. Example response: I see where you're coming from, but I feel that taking breaks less often can help maintain focus. Practicing these responses will help you feel more comfortable expressing opinions in real-life conversations. Remember, it's all about finding your own voice while being polite and respectful. And that's a wrap for today's episode of English Express. I hope you feel ready to express your opinions, agree, and disagree politely in English. Remember, conversations are about connecting, and using these polite phrases can help you build strong, respectful connections with others. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might find it helpful. And tell me in the comments, what's one opinion you love sharing? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for tuning in to English Express. Keep practicing these phrases, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep expressing yourself confidently, and bye for now.